Come have fun with us and don't forget to subscribe.
What's up, everybody? I'm Rick.
And I'm Anna.
And welcome to our reaction to Hunter x Hunter episode 127.
Welcome.
Anna, this is your first time watching Hunter.
Yes.
And we're watching it as part of our bucket list of 101 anime we want to watch in our lifetime. That's one of them. We're watching other of those anime on this channel. Anna?
Yes.
Last time, Netero versus Meruem.
That fight.
Yeah?
That fight. Wow. I think that was like one of the best directed fights that I have seen in anime in general.
Definitely a great fight, and it gives you a lot to think about. And because of that, we had that conversation afterward, after the last episode's reaction, about the meaning of some of the things that were happening, and especially from Netero's point of view when he was talking at the end there before activating the bomb, or rather deactivating his heart, if you can call it that. And there were a lot of interesting comments in the comment section of that video. So I thought we could do something different here, and let me know in the comments if you like this format, and you also let me know where we could go here in our intro to this episode through some of those comments and discuss.
Okay, let's do that.
Because I think people brought up some thoughtful points. So, of course, I know what's happening, and I've, come trim the comments to make sure that you don't get
they're spoiler
spoiled.
free.
Yes, exactly. So, first one that I wanted to touch on, we got Angra Shadow, who says the fight really does represent the messed up part of humanity. After all, the game was rigged from the start. There was no way Meruem could have won no matter what he did. And that's what Meruem says at the end when he's trying to flee from the bomb. You had me on checkmate from the start.
That's interesting. So because he was like, it's like he was destined to lose from the beginning.
Or rather, he was never given really a real...
like a real chance to win. Yeah. And like no matter how well he did in the fight, in the end...
Yeah, and
it didn't make a difference.
Netero tried to win using his own ability, but when he couldn't, he's like, but I'm
gonna pull my trump card.
Yeah, exactly. He had several trump cards, right?
Right.
Each time he was thinking like, this is not working, but it's fine. I have this, or I have this, right? So that's interesting to think about. And I think a lot of the comments are around that topic, the topic of how messed up humans are, and by extension also Netero, right? Netero represents humans in this battle, but also for what the arc represents.
I think it's interesting to think about it because you want him to win because you think, but like in this particular case, you don't want humanity to lose, right? But that doesn't like nullify the point that Meruem is making.
But you don't want humanity to lose only because we're humans, right? So here's another comment from Deepak Das, who says, the king was offering humans to live side by side, side by side, to let some of them live after fighting Netero and recognizing, that some of them are great and also true, knowing Komugi, right? But what humans do is, as soon as they came to know about the ants who might endanger human dominance on the food chain, they decide that they need to all be eradicated.
Yeah, that's also a very good point. That's also a very good point that I haven't thought about, actually. That's interesting.
And then he says, furthermore, did Netero really consider coexisting with the ant? We might never know because Netero didn't even have an independent will. He was a puppet sent by politicians to take care of the ants.
Well, I mean, there were some of the hunters that we've seen along the way of this fight, since it started, who did
made
argue,
friends with some ants.
Yeah, who did argue for, like, oh no, these guys, we should leave these guys alone. Like these ones in particular who are not,
Knuckle is really the only one who argued for that.
Yeah, that's true. They did let I forgot what his name is, Colt, was it? They did let Colt with a little baby ant
Yeah.
go away. So yeah, but I feel like at a much lesser scale and much more selective.
Yeah, but it doesn't remove the point, right? The hunters were sent there to take care of the ants.
Yeah, that's true.
Eradicate them.
Clearly.
And that was the job that Netero was given, and that the job that he was trying to do. Even when the king was saying, like, let's just talk, I was like, I don't want to talk to him because he might sway me.
Right. Yeah.
And here I thought that was a long conversation that people were having, which I thought might interest you, and particularly because, Anna, you work with Japanese translation. You've studied Japanese extensively.
Okay.
Here, Aaron Shelton says, the infinite potential for evolution line was actually changed from the manga. And the manga, he says, nothing of the bottomless malice within human's heart, which is the theme of the arc. To which someone answers, Windmill 360, that's not entirely correct. The original version of the manga in Japanese used both malice in the kanji form and evolution in furigana to convey a double meaning, which Togashi often does. The point is that humans evolved and remain at the top of the food chain through the use of malicious and destructive technology, which they also use to dominate each other.
Oh, that's very interesting. It's interesting to know, I guess. I mean, I haven't read the manga. Obviously, I don't know the story at all, so I never realized that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know that Togashi does that frequently, but it's a method that I have seen before, used before. That's interesting. And like, it's an interesting association. Like, it's like the evolution of humanity is
through its malicious means, right?
Exactly. Which, if you think about it, happens a lot in the real world, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many like advancements have we done over time
because of war?
Because of war, exactly, or for war, for the purpose of war.
Yeah.
It's, some would say, it's one of the greatest incentives of technological evolution. Is to like overpower your enemy. I feel like if that is the actual like meaning of what Netero said there, the way the author intended it, that's completely lost in the anime. That side of it.
Yeah.
When he says that humans have an infinite potential for evolution. Because you think it's a good thing, but like really the way the author intended it is not necessarily all good, Oh, that's very interesting.
But yeah, so the theme behind most of these comments is, very interestingly, the fact that humans are messed up. Humans, will do whatever it takes to win, including Netero in this case here. Maybe not for better, and not necessarily because they're morally also better than, in this case, the ants, right?
I mean, it's difficult because, right, first of all, like, we're humans. Sure, we're not the anime characters, but still, we identify with those, I guess. And also, like, the main characters that we've seen so far are the hunters, right? And so, of course, you tend to think this is the side that should win. It kind of feels like if they don't, then like, how can that be? It's like the main character can't really lose in the end, or sometimes can, but it has to be written in a certain way. But in this case, it feels like, and it's not just like one character. Like, we're not talking about one character. We're talking about all of humans, right?
Yeah.
But if you take that out of it, if you take out of it, like, who do you put at the center of the story, and who do you identify with, just because you belong to the same species? If you just put these two species kind of like face to face, to face each other, which one of them would be, let's say, not in the right, but maybe like less in the wrong, if they were to win? That's something to think about.
Yeah, but like one of the comments said, it's not necessarily about right or wrong, right? Because some of the ants do good things, some of the ants do bad things, some humans do good things, some humans do bad things. It's more about who who should dominate, who should be the dominant species. And of course, as human, you would think us. And when you see a group of monsters, basically, right, these ants pop out and start kidnapping humans to eat them, you're like, oh, that's horrible. They are horrible things. We should exterminate them. But it's not that much different. Like
from what we do.
We need to feed, right?
We eat other animals that are like lower than us on the food
Exactly.
chain,
So removed from all of that, really, I feel like the answer might be it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one wins.
That's true.
Right? But we put our chip behind the humans.
Yeah. Yeah, from that point of view, it doesn't really make a difference. It's just the natural order, you know.
Exactly. And the ants doing what they're doing doesn't make them evil. But we associate them with evil because they're against.
Because they're against us.
Yeah.
Well, against the humans in the anime. Yeah, true.
Not that they haven't done evil things, right? But
yeah, but like you said, also humans have done evil things too. And
exactly. But yeah, there was some really interesting comments. So I thought like you might want to go through these because you don't usually read the comments to avoid getting spoiled.
To not get spoiled.
Exactly. Now let us go back to the show, the episode, the anime.
Let's see.
And see, because you don't know, maybe Meruem is still there.
And now knowing about the
double meaning.
The double meaning, yeah. I associate it so much with the imagery too. It doesn't look
nice.
Nice, yeah.
Ooh.
They've used that before?
What a way to word it, huh?
Yeah, that's an interesting analogy.
How are human and ants different?
That's interesting. The way the narrator also acknowledges, like, we can't know anymore what he was actually thinking.
Oh my god, look at him.
Oh, wow. What happened?
More urgent matters right now.
Yeah, there are more important things happening. You don't really matter. It's true nature. Who's there? Oh.
You missed a lot of things, my friend.
Yeah, you have no idea. It's interesting though, you know, like that's a very realistic depiction of what a fight like this would be, I guess. You know, where like at the end, some people were always there, but like didn't get what happens everywhere. You know, everyone did their part. 30 minutes. I feel like I've been here for like months. Kirua.
And look. Like, who are you?
Oh, yeah, right. They never met before. Yeah, she's good. Don't underestimate her. So they're just staying here to be backup.
Waiting to see what happens with GON.
それどころか俺たちが加わったとしてもピトーには及ばないことを全て承知でるっていうことは共に死ぬということ。
Oh my god. I mean, I guess, yeah. They're ready to do that.
ナックルたちも探してるんだけど、
その役目は十分に果たしたと思う。あとはそれぞれの考え方次第だ。
Yeah, this is what you came to do.
続けるか。
Yeah,
All they had to do was
yeah they did.
let Netero take care of the king by himself.
Yeah, they did their part. Now they could leave.
俺はとことん奴らとい
Of course they're gonna stay.
Look at that, the whole gang. We're staying here. This is our palace now.
That's always impressive, you know, when you see like such a small group of people
Who did so much?
who did so much, but also like who, you know, they keep holding their line like that. He
Oh,
knows.
you're done.
時の先も。だって
Well, the way he talks also, it's insane. Never seen him like that.
GON?
Yeah. It's like his voice is flat.
俺たちなら走った方が早い。
Oh, she got up right away?
一体できれば彼女
Oh,
そいつを殺す。
No!
I'll kill her.
Don't even
Wow.
think about it.
すいません。ちょっとよく状況わかんなくて。
That's so dark from GON. Look at this person. She's so innocent, yo.
Like, she's completely lost there.
Yeah.
わかった。
Oh, they came.
ゴン、そいつ箱割れで撃っとくか。
What's happening? What's happening?
So it's like, poor girl, she's completely lost there.
Yeah.
でも大丈夫。俺はピトを信じるよ。
I trust me to look at him with his blank stare.
Yeah.
俺とピトがカイトに会うまであの子を頼む。
There you go.
Uh-huh.
私の
And now you'll have to do what he says.
こいつ小麦を。
人質に使う気か。
Knuckle is shocked.
Yeah. It's not, he doesn't fly that way.
人に戻してくれたらお前も俺を信じてくれるだろう。ピト。
Gosh, it's just creepy.
Let's go to Kite.
Moving fast.
俺たち、いや、ヒルアは心中する覚悟でいた。
But I think he saw something else in him
じゃ
there.
ねえかよ。
ここからは俺とピトだけでいい。危険なのは一緒に行くことで俺が逆にピトに捕まること。つまりピトが人質交換を思いつく方が怖い。
Good point.
こいつら、どんな修羅場をくぐればそんな発想ができるんだ。
I mean,
And
Kirua,
like, Kirua, it's understandable why he's like that.
この目で見たか
GON, the flip has switched.
Yeah.
何かあればすぐわかる。
But the question,
I can't understand.
like, do you even realize that you're in danger?
総帥様は一体どこ？この人たちは何？
Funny that she wants the king to be there. She feels safer.
Yeah.
高熱によって岩が赤黒く溶け、
Wow.
活火山の火口のごとき爆心地は凶悪な黒煙を生み続け、
I wonder, could he have survived this? Like a living thing can't even get close to it.
俺は間違っていた。 奴らを殺すぞ。
Oh,
Oh,
the anger.
yeah.
No one will be spared.
I don't think he was sent flying away. I don't think he would have easily survived that unless, like, he thought of a way, like, you know, in a split second. He found a way to protect himself. Oh, wow. They both saw something.
Oh, the scream.
Oh, the agony. Is he in half? Like it's just a part of him?
夫婦の顔は涙で覆われていた。
He looks so goofy
Yeah.
with the little flies crying. Oh.
Ah. He looks so human.
Interesting. So, what now?
I don't know. I have to tell you, I'm a little bit, I don't know, stuck. Because, like, the king is gone. So, the most important, the crucial part of this fight is over. Now you only have, you know, the little ones to take care of. And I mean, sure,
The little ones.
the three royal guards are not that insignificant, obviously, but still, you know, it's not the king. You know?
I do know.
You do know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to expect next.
Okay, so let's move away from that. What about the GON situation? What do you expect from that?
I think it's very interesting, and I just thought about that. We talked even from pretty early on in the anime about, and other characters in the anime also talked about that, about how GON is walking that line, that gray line between the good and the bad, you know, the moral and the immoral things to do. And he walks that line like quite perfectly by following his own sense of what's right. And I feel strongly like this moment, not everything else before, like the empty eyes and everything, the hatred, the anger, deciding to take a human hostage, an innocent girl, that's him crossing that line, you know? That's him giving in to the dark side within him.
The dark side.
The dark side. You know? And which is very interesting. Like, I wonder what does that mean for his character? Because it's also very difficult because it's not like he has a lot of people around him to pull him back, you know? You would think Killua, but Killua already had...
Killua crossed that line long ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was the one who needed GON to, like, pull him out of that place, you know? And so seeing GON doing this now to him, to Killua, it doesn't seem like anything wrong, you know? Like, he doesn't have as good of a moral compass as GON did before now.
It's Knuckle here who's the one like, wait, this
Yeah,
is no one
exactly.
else.
But here's the thing, Knuckle is the extreme opposite, which is very difficult, you know? Knuckle is the guy who will always try to see the best in everyone and every scenario. Like, Knuckle is the extreme opposite, and it's very difficult for someone who is like so much on the other side, you know, on the side of like the good and like trying to always see the best, to reason with someone who's crossed that line onto the dark side. So I don't think that Knuckle, while I see that he is seeing the wrong in it, I don't think he has the power to, it's like, shake GON back to reality.
I mean, GON is not there anymore.
Yeah,
so
yeah, but of course, but
nobody
I mean,
can talk to him.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, we shall see what happens if and when they reach Kite, and also on the side of the Royal Guard. As we react to more episodes of Hunter x Hunter, if you want to be there for those reactions, we invite you to
Subscribe to this channel. The button is down below.
like this video if you did. Comment in the comment section below and
Have a nice day.